Enforcing a Harrison Square contract could bring in big bucks for Fort Wayne. Good evening, I'm Heather Herring.
And I'm Mark Mellinger. Some members of Fort Wayne City Council want the city to get tough when it comes to a downtown eyesore.
That eyesore is the Harrison Square condo project that was supposed to have been built more than a year ago. If the city strictly enforced its contract with the developers, it would be charging the company for every day the project isn't finished. News Channel 15's Adam Widener spoke with city officials about that issue today and joins us live from Harrison Square with the latest.
Well, Mark and Heather, according to the city's contract with Hardball Capital, there's supposed to be condos behind me right now. If that condo project was late, the contract allowed the city to charge Hardball $5,000 a day. Right now, Fort Wayne isn't doing that, and some council members want that to stop.
I'm simply saying that I think the contract should be enforced as it was presumably intended to be originally.
This is what you're supposed to be seeing by now. Condos on the corner of West Jefferson and Ewing Street marking the completion of Harrison Square. But instead you have this, a fence blocking off gravel and weeds. Fort Wayne Councilman John Schoaf says the city's contract with developer Hardball Capital hasn't been met.
And that contract included a provision that if Hardball failed to perform their side of the contract, that they recognized they would be doing damage to the city, and the parties decided their best estimate was that damage was worth at least $5,000 a day.
Here's what that could have looked like by now. It's been more than 450 days since the project was supposed to be completed. Subtract a possible 90-day grace period in the contract, then multiply by a $5,000 a day late fee. That comes to a grand total of almost $2 million. Mayor Tom Henry says the Redevelopment Commission is working on what to do.
Greg Leatherman, who's the Director of Redevelopment and the Redevelopment Commission, is in the process of preparing a report which will be brought down to City Council, and they'll be informed of exactly where everybody is at.
Council members like Schoaf say that couldn't come fast enough.
There's a real question about whether we should be supporting a Redevelopment Commission at the rate of $500,000 a year when they are failing to insist on compliance of a contract which they wrote and which would bring in almost $2 million a year.
Now, officials with Hardball Capital couldn't be reached for a comment today. The city's Redevelopment Commission will announce what the city will do at a city council meeting at the end of September. Live at Harrison Square, Adam Widener, News Channel 15.